So here we are, we're all excited about the Switch 2 launch date on June 5th, but there's no one more excited than a YouTuber called Chicken Dog over on YouTube. He's planning on waiting outside in line for a Switch 2 for the next 2 months. How nice would it be to not have to worry about any bills, responsibilities, and be able to literally camp for 2 months outside the Nintendo store to hopefully get your hands on the Switch 2 on day one, at launch day, at midnight, whenever it launches on June 5th, but have to obviously stay outside for 2 months straight to get your hands on it. Absolutely nuts. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's see what the Nintendo community have to say about this, because it's gonna be a hell of a doozy. Anyways, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon. It really helps out more than you know. It really does. I know everyone asks, but it only takes a second, and it helps out a lot and it gets us hyped up for Switch 2. Also, oh, sorry. Let's go. I keep playing the freaking intro video, my bad. Check the links down below in the video description as well for some really cool Nintendo Switch 2 accessory deals, all the best stuff, and also a link to our 24-hour stock tracking stream for the Nintendo Switch 2, which is going to be your ultimate resource for helping you get a Switch 2 when they do become available for pre-order, when they sell out, when they come back into stock at different retailers. We've got a notepad down there with all the latest news to keep you up to date. We've got the chat for if you want to just chat and mingle and get excited and share excitement for the Switch 2. We've got a countdown to release day, and we've got a Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2 playing right now, which we're going to be removing. It's going to be going to a silent stream, and it's going to have a pure stock tracking alert system in place to where you can keep the stream up all day if you want and get alerted when the Switch 2 does become available for purchase. So here we go. Nintendo fan plans on waiting in line for a Switch 2 at Nintendo New York for the next 2 months. It's one way to make sure you get a Switch 2. Nintendo fans are presumably eager to get their hands on the Switch 2, but one in particular seems a little bit more eager than most, as he's already starting the line in front of Nintendo's New York store 2 months in advance to ensure he gets one. Make sure to bring some Febreze if you have to be walking past Nintendo, because it's probably not going to smell too good over there now. The YouTuber Chicken Dog has started making the rounds as the first person to line up for the Switch 2 at the New York store location. He started on April 5th, 2 months before the planned June 5th launch of the new Nintendo console. He said he plans to camp out and record updates as he does so. Obviously, this is just, this happens every console launch. There's someone crazy enough to basically be homeless and live outside as a hobo in front of a store to get their hands on a console. I mean, that's major commitment. Now, whether he actually sets up a tent and lives there or not, I have no idea. Maybe in New York I believe it, because there's obviously a lot of people there, homeless, migrants, etc., living out on the streets anyway, so this is not too far of a stretch. But the things that people are willing to do now to get their name out there. Let's see what his tweet says. So he says, first in line for the Switch 2, going to be camping out for 2 months, cannot wait to see what happens throughout my journey. Rest in peace, dude. I could already see the obituary for him. Homeless people, robberies. Who knows what's going to happen to this guy? Will he survive 2 months outside in New York? It's a good thing it's spring, right? It's a good thing it wasn't like a winter release date. Let's first see what the community at IGN has to say about this whole thing, right? And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. He says, GP Hustler Kick says, no job or responsibilities? Damn, that must be a nice life. Canadian Czar says he's doing it for the fame, but not much to look forward to until the launch, unless he's going to the events. If not, then it's probably pretty boring. Also, no job, no bills to pay for. I'd love to know how he's managing this. Why should I care about some jobless loser who stands in line for months to buy a video game console? This is the definition of a human that doesn't contribute anything to society. There's literally nothing groundbreaking about the console to do all that. You're not missing out on anything. It's not like it's the real next-gen console pushing the boundaries from last gen to bring you to the best of gaming it can presently bring. The launch games aren't even heavy hitters to get excited about either. What exactly do you need the console so fast versus just waiting for it to get delivered to you? YouTube stardom and fame, and the big payday that he'll get from all the people that subscribe to him and become a hardcore follower, right? If he does this, if he follows through on this, would you subscribe to this guy? Obviously, we're all talking about him, so it's working to some extent. The fact that IGN has put out an article and a tweet to their millions of followers to say this guy's doing this, already what he's doing seems to be working. I say, I'm going to go camp outside of New York. I'm going to leave my family and kids, and I'm going to go homeless, and I'm going to wrestle this guy for first place in that line. Right, I'm packing my bags, get my flights booked. I'm going right now. BRB. Let me know. Hit the like. If we get 500,000 likes on this video, I might actually do it. You never know. I mean, I could read these all day. Obviously, people are kind of acting a little bit, mean here. Loser unless it says this is a source of revenue. Still very unproductive life. Nintendo fanboys can be crazier than apples. We aren't going to care about, regardless of you posting every single day about it. Now let's switch over to his tweet, where he obviously shows a picture of himself basically standing outside the store, announcing to the world that he's going to be doing this. What does people say? Oh, here we go. Nintendo fangirl, just sub to follow the journey. I'll plan to show up at the back of the line maybe June 3rd. Only a fraction of the dedication, lol, but I love seeing the line. Thanks, can't wait to play the Switch 2 in June. Looking forward to following you on this 2-month journey. Best of luck, waiting out for 2 months. Definitely take care of yourself out there. I'll come around when I can support, when I can. King energy, bro. Ain't no way. It's going to be an adventure. Good luck, man. You're genuinely next level for that chicken. Good luck and be strong. Whoa, hope it all goes well for you. Stay safe and good luck. Lol, you actually going to do it, bro? He says, yes. That's crazy. I think he might actually be doing it. F yeah, wonder if I could get in on those Street Pass 3D action during this journey. Good luck, dude. So there we go. So obviously he seems to be pretty serious. Who knows? Maybe he just took like 50 photos of himself out then outside the Nintendo store in New York, and maybe just like, went back to his apartment. He's casually just chilled in bed right now at home, telling everyone he's going to be camping out for 2 months. Is he actually going to do it? I don't know. I'm kind of curious though. After Warplant X says, unfollowing you if you leave the line and become a fraud. Holy jobless. So looking on X, this is Chicken Dog. He's got 1,000 followers. Not crazy. If we go over to his YouTube, he's got 3,100 subscribers. Same, not crazy. Oh, he's obviously starved for attention just a little bit, here. He's obviously filmed a video of himself at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct at the Nintendo store in New York, so he's able to get there, right? This is obviously, him trying to grab onto some fame. He's obviously not been doing too great on YouTube, and this is his claim to fame, camping outside of the store for 2 months. And as you can see, it seems to be working. Over here in Social Blade, ever since basically he announced it, he was basically getting 10 subscribers every week. And ever since he announced he's going to be camping outside the Nintendo store for 2 months, 140 subscribers on Sunday, the 6th, 7th, 310, 770, 230, 200, 90, 60, 60, 50, 20. Seems to be going down, okay? So he has been getting a lot of coverage, but it just seems like, there was an influx of people that are hoping to follow his journey. But if these numbers keep falling, obviously, I don't think he's going to commit to it. I think this is like a publicity stunt. He just wants to get some subscribers, wants to be a big YouTuber. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? But doesn't seem to be paying off right now. It had its little burst of popularity, and then it's just shot back down to 20 subscribers a day. There is no way this man will be camping outside in New York City for 2 months straight, getting 20 subscribers a day or less, because it seems to be going down. Let me know if you would. Obviously, if he was getting like 700 subs a day in climbing, I'd understand. But I have a very strong suspicion that he's going to, this subscriber count and interest is going to drop off, because a lot of people are struggling right now. A lot of people don't have the luxury to camp outside Nintendo store for 2 months just to get their hands on a Switch 2. And a lot of people are resentful, as you saw in the comments on X. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I'm kind of curious. As kids, we all would have loved probably to have camped outside a store for a console. But I mean, let's be real. We're all a lot of us are in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, etc., 90s, 100s. It's just not realistic these days. But fair play to him. If he sticks it out, and even though he's not getting many subscribers and stuff anymore, I guess we'll see, right? Good luck to him. Anyways, I'm Blaze2K. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon. It really helps out a lot. And also check out our 7 days a week stock tracking stream for the Switch 2. Going to be removing the Direct and putting up our stock tracking script up there to help you keep an eye out on pre-order dates, as well as restocks. Also, we've got the notepad with all the latest Switch 2 news, which is constantly getting updated on the right hand side, scrolling up and down. I might remove the live chat, not sure, from the stream itself, and just have you guys be able to chat in the live chat. We've also got the countdown to the Switch 2 release. By the way, it's going to be a fun couple of months, that's for sure, and I will be enjoying it and counting down from the comfort of my own house, unless you guys just absolutely bomb this video and force me to pack up my bags and try and compete with this guy. And I don't know how I'll survive. Maybe lots of donations and Who knows? But I don't think that's going to happen. It's not going to be a reality. But yeah, I don't know if it would be a reality. I don't think it could be. It just couldn't be. I've got too much I need to do. Anyways, love you. Appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bless you. Bye.